All right, so in this video, we're going to go over the Module 2 study guide. First thing we're going to do is we're going to evaluate this function, f for -8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out any place that there's an x, and I'm going to evaluate it for 8. So what that looks like is f of -8 is equal to, and I'm going to zoom in so hopefully my screen writes a little better, is equal to -8 squared plus 2 times -8 minus 10. Okay, so I have to square this -8, which is going to be 64. 2 times -8 is going to be -16, and then I still have -10. So if I wanted to use a calculator for this, I have it pulled up right here. Okay, I could do 64 minus 16 minus 10 and hit equals, and I get 38. However, I also want to show you that you can do this in the calculator all at the same time. So if I do parentheses, -8, and I square that, then I would do plus 2 multiply -8, close parentheses, minus 10, and hit enter, and notice that I still get 38. So I can do this all in the calculator all at one time and get my correct answer. Okay. Oops. So moving on to the next question, let's try this again. So now we have f of x is equal to -2x minus 6. So anywhere I have an x, I'm going to plug in the input value. Now here I have two different input values, so I have to evaluate this function 2 times. So first I have to evaluate it for f of 3. So f of 3 is going to be -2 times 3 minus 6. Okay. I plugged in 3 anywhere there was an x. And then I also have to evaluate it for f of -4. So that's going to equal -2 times -4 minus 6. Now first I'm going to show you just doing it all by hand. So -2 times 3 is -6. -6 minus 6 is equal to -12. Okay. Over here, -2 times -4 becomes a +8. And then 8 minus 6 is 2, a +2. So because what I'm doing here is adding those together, I can simply add -12 plus 2, and that's going to equal -10. So the answer here is -10. Now I want to show you real quick on how I would do that in the calculator. So here I have my functions, okay? And I can clear out the old ones. So I had -2 and then multiplied by 3 minus 6. And see here, it tells me that it's -12. So that matches, okay? Stop getting larger on me. Now, if I already have the function in, I can go here to my calculator if you're using the Desmos calculator, but even you can just go to the other one that we use in class. And if I backspace, oops, oh, well, I'm just going to have to type it in. Now I'm going to plug in -4. So -2 times -4, close that parentheses, minus 6. And now you'll see that I get 2. So that's where this 2 came from. So I can continue now that I have that +2 in my calculator. Now I can just do minus, oops, undo, hit enter. So now I'm going to do -12 plus 2, enter, and that's where I get the -10. So if you struggle with positive and negative integers, just make sure you're using the calculator. All right, question number 3, for each equation, does it represent a linear or nonlinear function? So this first function here, we have x times x plus 2 equals y minus 5. Well, when I have x times x plus 2, that's going to become x squared plus 2x. And remember, anytime my variable or x has an exponent, it is a non-linear function. Okay, now we have 2x plus y is equal to 10. That's linear. X equals 3y plus 7. That's also linear. And then we have y equals 3 to the power of x plus 6. Because of this exponent, I have a non-linear function. So just remember, no exponents. If it's linear, it cannot have exponents. All right. We have another evaluating functions. So what we're going to do is we're going to write it out first, and then we're going to try to plug it into the calculator. So we need to find f of 5. So anywhere there's an x, we're going to plug in a 5. So f of 5 is equal to 2 times 5 divided by 5 plus 6 times 5 minus 7. Okay, so what does that equal? Well, let's go ahead and pull it open in our calculator. Oops, why did it do that? Okay, so we're going to do 2 times 5, close that parentheses. We're going to use division, divide by 5. We're going to move our cursor over here, do plus 6, multiply by 5, close that parentheses, minus 7, and hit enter, and we get 25. So f of 5 is equal to 25. And that's our final answer. Okay, number 5, we've done a few times in our module this week and last week. Sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare these functions and complete the sentences. So function blank is negative. Well, negative is anywhere below here. So there's only one function that's negative, and that is h of x. Function blank is increasing. So it's increasing when x is less than 0. So we're only looking at when x is less than 0, which is right here. Okay? X is less than 0 where that red line is. So which one is increasing? Well, g of x looks like it's decreasing. H of x also looks like it's decreasing. But our f of x actually is increasing. So we're going to go with f of x. Finally, function blank has a y-intercept of 0, 1. So 0, 1 is right here. So that function is actually going to be g of x. And that's it for this video. I will complete 6 through 10 in a follow-up video.